Good morning, dear students. So this is part 2 of methods of separating of mixture, separation of mixtures. So this is the point number 9, sublimation. So what is a sublimation? The sublimation method is done to separate the sublimable and the non-sublimable solids. Now, what is a sublimable solid? The sublimable solids are the substances that converts directly from solid to gas without being into a liquid form. This is called a sublimable substance. For an example, camphor and naphthalene. Now, in your home, you must have seen that your parents are putting naphthalene balls in the cupboard or between the clothes. Now, these naphthalene balls are the perfect example of sublimable substances because they do not convert into liquid, they directly convert from solid to a gaseous state. Other example is camphor. So when there is a puja in your home, the priest, he burns the camphor in a plate of arti. Okay, that is known as a camphor. Now that camphor, it directly burns from the solid to a liquid form, for solid to a gas form without converting itself into a liquid state. It is also an example of a sublimable substance. Now, how we can separate a sublimable and a non-sublimable substance? Let's see. So, for the separation, we go with an activity. We take a dish and we place a funnel inverted funnel onto the dish, and inside this dish we'll put a mixture of ammonium chloride. We put a mixture of ammonium chloride and salt. Ammonium chloride and salt. Okay, ammonium chloride and salt. Then this will place on a Bunsen burner to heat it up. Okay, we'll place this one onto a Bunsen burner to heat it up, and we'll cover the mouth of the funnel with a cotton ball. Now, when this mixture gets heated up, the solid will remain on the surface, where as the ammonium chloride will get vaporized and it will stick on the edges of the funnel tube. Okay, with this we can separate the salt and the ammonium chloride. The ammonium chlorides get collected on the funnel and the salt is collected in the bottom. So this is the process by which we can separate the sublimable and the non-sublimable substances. Sedimentation. So sedimentation is a process by which we can get a fresh water from a muddy water. So what happens, we take a muddy water and let the mud settle it down with time on the bottom of the beaker. So we take a beaker, we fill the dirty water, and with time, slowly and gradually, the mud will settle down on the beaker's bottom, and on the top we get a fresh water that is transparent. Okay, then slowly we'll turn this beaker and we'll pour this beaker into another container or another beaker, keeping in mind that the sand does not fall over here. Okay, the mud will be in the base and the water will be collected in another beaker. Now this is sedimentation. So what is sedimentation? Define sedimentation: the settling down of the heavy particles in the bottom of a container is called sedimentation, and separating the water or the liquid from the dirt, okay, or from its sediments is called a decantation. So this is sedimentation and this is decantation. Crystallization. So what is crystallization? Crystallization is a process in which the formation of solid crystal from a substance is formed from a substance by precipitating out the solid from a saturated solution. Let's see an example. So we take a solution of copper sulfate salt in a beaker. So this is a saturated solution of a copper sulfate. Okay, take a copper sulfate and we put it on a Bunsen burner. Okay, put it on a Bunsen burner and we heat this up. So on heating, the amount of the capacity of dissolving salt of any substance is increased, of any liquid or any substance is increased. So we keep on adding copper sulfate into this copper sulfate solution, and we keep that much of copper sulfate where it is not further mixed, So what we do after that, we take a thread, we put this burner off, and we take a thread which is tied on a stick and we place into the solution, and we'll keep this solution for a time period. So what we'll have eventually is crystals of copper sulfate. We'll have crystals of copper sulfate that is formed on a focal point, that is the thread in this example. Okay, and we'll get a crystal of copper sulfate. So this is separating of mixtures from the process of crystallization. Distillation. So what is the distillation? Distillation is a process to obtain pure liquids from a solution. For this we need a tool, that is the distillation flask. Okay, now this is somewhere a distillation flask where it is a kind of round flask that has a opening, that is connected to a condenser, and this condenser is basically of cool water. So from here the cool water enters in and from here it is out. Okay, and we'll place this one onto a Bunsen burner. Okay, so what will happen, we'll put a mixture of or a solution of salt water. Okay, and we'll burn this one. On burning, what will happen, the water will start evaporating. And it will come out from this tube. Since here it is a cool water, and the water vapor will start condensing, and drop by drop it will flow from this tube. Which will be connected in a beaker. Drop by drop it will come from this one and it will be connected in this beaker. Now this process is known as distillation. Then separating by a funnel. So separating by a funnel, now this process is done on the principle of its density, the density of the liquid. Okay, so separating funnel is an instrument that is used to separate the mixtures of two liquids with the principle of their density. For an example, oil and water. So oil, we have seen in our home, you can do this one at home. You take a beaker or any glass, that is of glass, and you put some water, and on the top you put some oil. You'll see that the oil will start floating on the surface of the water. It will not completely mix. Okay, it will not completely mix. If you stir this thing, a spoon also, it will not completely mix. With time, the water will again come to the surface of the water, because it is lighter in density than to the water. So what does the separating funnel does? Separating funnel is an instrument which separates the two liquids. Okay, it is having one tap. So very small amount of drop by drop, the tap is opened. It is having a tap over here. This tap is opened, and this water, the first liquid that is having a greater density, it comes out, and slowly the water will come out. And since we see that now this is the time where the oil will be coming out, we close this tap, and we separate the both the liquid, that is the water and the salt.